What is good with y'all YouTube, man? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy LxckTV, all the goats of the goats, y'all. And now today I got you all the best build in the game. Now I'm gonna be showing you guys two of the best builds in this game. So guys, if you are watching this video after Christmas, let me know down in the comment section, because I'm gonna be blessing a couple people with some VC so they can upgrade their build. I know when it comes to upgrading your build this year, for some reason they're mad expensive, and 2K really got to fix that because it's ridiculous. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is officially time for me to show you guys two of the best builds in NBA 2K23. And I'm not even lying when I say it, these builds are going to break the game. So make sure you guys click that like button, click that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, let me introduce you guys to the 4-way Demigod builds in NBA 2K23. Okay, now that it is time for me to show you guys the builds, if you guys have rebirth, you guys want to go ahead and use rebirth. Now, if you don't have rebirth, I'm just going to explain it how you get it. All you have to do to unlock rebirth is just upgrade one of your builds to a 90 overall and just spin the VC to get it to 90 overall, and then you will unlock rebirth. First name, last name, yeah, it doesn't matter, so you could do whatever. Now, when it comes to the position, every single build that I have made this year, I have gone power forward. Now, that is no longer the case. For this build, we are going to go to a point guard. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Look, this is a small build. I promise you, bro, overall this build is very good and it's not small. Your hand, it doesn't matter, but I'm going right hand. And jersey number, I'm just gonna go number 1 because, you know, that's my favorite number. Now, when it comes to your height, you can see if you upgrade your height all the way, you can only get it to a 6'9". So that is the height we are going to be going with. We don't want a 7-foot build or a 6'10 or a 6'11. For the weight, you can go all the way down or all the way up. It doesn't matter what you guys want to do. But for this build, I'm just gonna go 185 pounds. And now for the wingspan, the lowest wingspan you can get on this build is 6'9", and the maxed out wingspan you could get is 7'7". But for the wingspan, just so we can get the silver limitless range, you just want to go to a 7'4". And now for the body shape, in all honesty, this does not matter. This is all personal preference, just like the first, last name, the number, the hand. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it. But for my builds, I like to go compact just because, I don't know, I really like it. Now for the first thing we're gonna upgrade on this build is the close shot. We're just gonna go ahead and put the close shot up to a 76. For your driving layup, you want to go ahead and put this up to, go ahead and put it to a 68. And once you guys are done with that, you want to go to your driving dunk and put this up to an 88. Okay, this year you guys can see right now 86 gets you the gold limitless takeoff, but 88 also gets you an extra badge. So you can see if we go down to 87, we lose a badge. So 88 is the best way for you to get an extra badge, and that's what I did on my build. So I have an 88 dunk, and that's what we're gonna do. Now when it comes to the standing dunk, you want to go ahead and put this up. Now a lot of people don't really use standing dunk, but I'm doing it just for the badge points. I'm just showing you guys how I made my build, and if you guys don't like it, you don't have to like it. Now for the shooting, you want to go ahead and put your mid-range up to a 79. Now I know a lot of you guys may be like, yo, look, that is mad low, but I'm just gonna be honest, mid-range shots are very, very easy to shoot this year. I don't know why, but for some reason, like, the green window on mid-ranges are so good, and you really do not need a high mid-range. Like, you could even tick this down if you wanted, but I'm just doing it for the extra badge points. Now for your 3-ball, you can either go to an 86 or an 85, but on my build, I went to an 85. And you can see if you go to 86, you only get 1 badge out of it, and that's Claymore on Hall of Fame. But if you guys go down to 85, you don't lose anything. But if you go to 84, you lose your limitless range on silver. So 85 is what I went with. And now for your free throw, just because you upgraded your 3-point, you're gonna want to go down to your free throw and tick this down to a 60. Now for your pass accuracy, if you're on current gen, it's going to be different. If you're on next gen, it's going to be different. It's all whatever gen you're on. For this build, I just go to a 75 pass accuracy, just because there's no LeBron passing style. Like on next gen, you can go to a 76, and I think you unlock LeBron. Now when it comes to your ball handle, you want to go ahead and max this all the way up because you want to be able to dribble. This is a dribbling build that can do it all. So max your ball handle. And of course, when it comes with your speed with ball, you want to max this up. But now that we are done upgrading the playmaking, you want to go down to your defensive rebounding. Now we all know in the past 2Ks, interior defense has been horrible. For some reason, they can never master paint defense, and I don't know why. So for this build, you want to go ahead and put your interior defense up to a 75. You can see that gives you 3 badges off rip. And now that you have your interior defense to a 75, you want to go down to your perimeter. You want to put your perimeter up a little bit to an 88. Okay, you do not want to max it, just go to an 88, because you can see if you max it, you literally get no extra badges, so it's literally pointless. And now you guys know, when it comes to stealing the ball in this game, stealing the ball is mad overpowered, and I got tired of being abused with it on the court. So I finally made a build that has a steal, and this build has an 85 steal. So anytime somebody's touching that ball, hey, give me that ball. You already know what it is. If it's not broken, don't fix it. So upgrade your steal to an 85. And now when it comes to the block, you want to just put your block to a 93, and this is how your build should look overall. 14 finishing, 22 shooting, 18 playmaking, and 17 defense. defensive rebounding, and now this build is nowhere even done. Now offensive rebounding, yeah, we don't even want to upgrade that because I mean this build is technically just to be able to score and play a defense and all that, so you don't want to upgrade your offensive rebounding. Like literally nobody really upgrades their offensive rebounding like that because it's literally pointless. The only rebound you want to upgrade for this build is the defense, and you want to go ahead and put your defensive rebounding up to a 65. Now you can see when you do that, it's going to put your offensive up a little bit, so go ahead and mark that back down. And now once you are done with this, go back up to your interior defense and put this to a 76. That is going to get you 20 defensive rebounding badges. And now when it comes to the physicals, this is going to be easy. You want to max your speed, you want to put your acceleration up and go ahead and max it. Your strength, you just want to put it up by 4 and put it to a 55. And for the vertical, just so you can contact dunk, you want to be able to jump over your opponent for the nice animation. You want to go ahead and put this to a 75. And this is how your build should look when you're done. You should have 14 finishing, 22 shooting, 18 playmaking, and 20 defensive rebounding. Now this build is overall stacked. Now guys, we finally did it. Now you guys can see for the takeovers, you unlock shot creating, you unlock spot up, playmaking, and of course lockdown defender. Now the only bad thing about this build, which is why I'm showing you guys 2 builds, is because this build does not get slashing takeover. Now you can edit it to get it if you really want, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna go spot up shooter, and secondary takeover, I'm just gonna do lockdown defender, because if you dribble on that ball, I am going to pluck it. And now you can see you have built a 2-way inside out scorers, shades of Lonzo, LaMelo, and Cade Cunningham. And now this build is actually overpowered. Now when it comes to the badges that you want to use on this build, you can see you want to put Acrobat on bronze, Fearless Finisher on silver, Giant Slayer on bronze, Posterizer silver, Slithery on bronze, and Limitless Takeoff you want to put on gold. For the shooting, you want to do Agent 3s on bronze, Green Machine on silver, Midi Magician on silver, Corner Specialist on bronze, Claymore on silver, Amped on silver, Guard Up on silver, Blinders you want to put on silver just so you can shoot open shots. And your Deadeye, of course, you want to go on silver. Limitless Range is so overpowered, go ahead and put that on silver. For the playmaking, you want to do Handles for Days on silver, Quick First Step on gold, Vice Grip on silver, Hyperdrive on silver, Killer Combos bronze, and Unpluckable you do not need on gold. Just go ahead and use that on silver. Now when it comes to the defensive rebounding badges, these badges on this build are very overpowered. You get gold anchor, but you want to only use it on silver. If you don't like silver, you can use gold, but these are the badges that I use. I use silver anchor, bronze brick wall, clamps on silver, menace on silver, ankle braces on silver, challenger on bronze, glove on silver, post lockdown on bronze, chase down artist on silver, interceptor on bronze, and workhorse you want to put on silver. Now if you do not have rebirth and you are upgrading this build, this is what you want to do. You want to put your driving dunk to an 86, your 3-ball to an 85, your ball handle to an 87. You want to put your speed with ball, go ahead and max that. Your perimeter defense, just so you're not slow around the perimeter, you want to put this to an 85. And your physicals, you want to have an 83 speed, 81 acceleration. Your vertical, put that to a 75 so you can dunk. And your stamina, you want to put to a 93. Now if you have rebirth and you are upgrading this as a rebirth build, what you want to do is put your still up all the way. Okay, for your block, you want to just go ahead and max this to a 75. Your defensive rebounding, just so you can play 3s, 2s, whatever, you want to put this to a 65. Now your pass accuracy, you can max this or you could do whatever you want, but for me, this is what I'm gonna do. And for your free throw, you want to put that up. I mean, you don't really need to shoot mid ranges, so this is what you want to do. If you have the rebirth, go ahead and pause the video. And now ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you guys the second of the 2 builds. Now ladies and gentlemen, for the second build, the position you guys want to go point guard again. Where the hand, it doesn't matter, it's whatever you want to do. For your jersey number, it really doesn't matter either. For your height, you want to go ahead and max this to a 6'9". Your weight, you want to put it all the way down just so you get speed and all the other stuff that matters as a point guard. For your wingspan, go ahead and do 7'4". Your body shape, it doesn't matter. I'm doing compact because that's what I do on every single build that I make. Now when it comes to upgrading the second build, for your close shot, you want to go ahead and put your close shot to a 54. Your driving layup, you want to go ahead and put this up. Don't max it all the way, there's no need for it, so just go to 74, because if you go down to a 73, you lose a badge. So 74 is what you want to do for your driving layup. And for your driving dunk, when you're upgrading your driving dunk, you want to put your driving dunk all the way up to a 93. That is going to allow you to unlock gold posterizer, and gold posterizer on 2K23 is very, very overpowered. So for your driving dunk, go ahead and put this to a 93. For your standing dunk, you want to go ahead and put this to a 70. There's no need to max it. A lot of you guys don't even use it in general, but for the extra badges, 70 is the best. And now that we are on the shooting category, the same thing we did as our last build, you want to put your mid-range to a 70. 70 is a good mid-range. You don't need to go any higher. Shooting a mid-range on 2K23 is super easy, so 70 is a good mid-range to use. Now when it comes to your 3-ball, you want to go ahead and put this up to an 85. Okay, you want to go 85, you don't want to go 86. rebirth, there's no need. You get one extra badge, and it's not even like it's an extra badge. For your 3-ball, you want to put this to an 85. There's no reason to go 86. Y'all can see there's really no reason. Put this to 85. So go ahead and put your 3-ball to an 85. Your free throw, take this down to a 60. And for your pass accuracy, just so you can get a lot more playmaking on this build, you want to have a 78 pass accuracy, and that is going to allow you to unlock the LeBron package if you are on next gen. And now when it comes to your ball handle, you want to max this just so you have all the dribble moves. You want to max your ball handle to an 87, and the same with your speed with ball. You do not want to be moving around like a slug. Trust me, being a slug on 2K23 and being on a build that is mad slow and can't dribble is very, very boring. So your speed with ball, go ahead and max that to a 76. Now it is time to upgrade the defense. On the interior defense on this build, you want to go to a 71. Interior defense is horrible on 2K23, so you need an interior defense. So go ahead and put that to a 71. And now your perimeter defense is super important. Every single build, you should try to get this as high as you can just so you're not slow. So go ahead and put your perimeter defense to an 86. Just like the last build, we had a high still. We're making this build with a high still too. This build is more of an all-around build. Like you guys will see when I show you the rebounding. Go ahead and put an 85 still on this build, and you can see this build is looking very overpowered so far. Now when it comes to the block, you want to go ahead and put this up all the way to an 88. Don't max it. There's no reason to max. You can see if you go 89, you don't get anything. So 88 is the cutoff you should use on a block. There's no need for it. Now for your offensive rebounding, go ahead and put this up to a 73. Right here is a 73. And now the last thing you have to upgrade is your defensive rebounding. And for your defensive rebounding, you just want to go to an 85. In this build, once you guys are done with all the playmaking, shooting, finishing, and defensive rebounding, they're going to come away with 13 finishing, 18 shooting, 19 playmaking, and 23 defensive rebounding. Now it is time to upgrade the physicals. Now something that's different about this build is you don't want to max your speed. You want to go to a 75 speed. And for your acceleration, you want to max this off to an 81. And for your strength, you want to leave it at a 46. Now a lot of people say strength's important, but when you have the defensive stats that this build has and the defensive badges that this build has, there's no need to have a high strength. So go ahead and keep your strength at a 46. Your vertical, you want to put this to a 75 for the contact dunks. And now for your stamina, you want to max this off to a 95. And I just want to say real quick, before you panic thinking you messed the build up, if you followed along so far, you want to take your speed with ball down to a 75, and your close shot up here, it will be to a 55. Go ahead and set that to a 54, and that is going to give you the ability to put your stamina up to a 95 overall. So to get the build to a 99, you want to put your free throw up to a 61, and this is the build. You can see this build is very good. Now if we go ahead and do this, your primary takeover, you can see you get slasher, sharpshooting, playmaking, and lockdown defender. So on this build, I'm going to go slashing, primary takeover, and lockdown defender secondary. And most of the time when they see you without sharpshooting takeover, they're going to leave you open. So go ahead and click finish, my player builder complete, and you can see you have built an inside out shot creator, shades of Lonzo Ball, Penny Hardaway, and LaMelo Ball. Now since I have already showed you guys the badges that you guys want to use on the last build, you could take those badges and adjust them to this build. But when you guys are upgrading this build to an 85 overall with no rebirth, this is what you want to do to an 86 driving dunk, an 85 3-ball, an 87 ball handle, 75 speed with ball, 71 interior defense, 75 perimeter. Your block you want to put to a 76, and your physicals, you guys could go ahead and copy all these. And now if you have the rebirth, you want to go ahead and put your pass accuracy up like I did on the last build to a 75. You do not need to go 78 just yet, so go ahead and put that to a 75. And now you want to go ahead and upgrade your defensive rebounding, and you guys can see you guys will have a little bit left. You guys can upgrade your mid-range or your steal, but for me, I like to upgrade the steal just because it's a lot easier. And then you will have your offensive rebound. You guys can put that up just a little bit to a 49. And then your free throw, you want to go ahead and max that, and that is going to give you a 90 overall. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for today's build videos. Those are the two best 6ix9ine builds in the game. Both builds are very overpowered and very balanced on defense, offense, and when it comes to anything. These builds unlocked every single takeover besides rim protecting takeover, and I'm not gonna lie, these takeovers that these builds unlocked are very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys need VC, like I said, comment your console down in the comment section. I'm gonna bless a few of you guys. Christmas was just here, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Make sure y'all click that like button, click that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, man, it's been your boy LxckTV, y'all, and I'm out, man. Let's go.